Lindy Bornstein. I'm a member of Temple of Beth David, and today I'm going to be making sweet and sour cabbage soup. Let me show you the ingredients first. I have some beef chuck here, and crushed tomatoes, beef stock, cabbage, Worcestershire sauce, oil, onion, carrot, lemon juice, paprika, tomato paste back here, garlic, and brown sugar, and a bay leaf, and salt and pepper. And this recipe is actually an original recipe. I grew up eating a lot of sweet and sour cabbage soup, but never really had a way to make it myself. And I ate at a lot of Jewish delis. I have a lot of memories of eating this soup after Rosh Hashanah services back in Orange County. And now it's hard to find this soup, actually. And I've been making a version of this soup that's a goulash for several years. And I thought, why not make it into a sweet and sour cabbage soup? So I added some of my ingredients over time, and I've come up with this recipe that's original, and I hope you enjoy it. So I'm gonna get started, and I'm going to turn on my Instant Pot right here and get this started. I'm gonna let that heat up for a minute. And I'm going to pour in, oh, there it goes, it is on. All right, I'm gonna pour in a 1/4 cup of neutral oil. This is avocado oil that I'm using. And today I'm using beef chuck. And this is beef that's been cut into 1-inch pieces. This is a 1 pound of beef chuck right here. So once the oil is getting hot, the Instant Pot does heat up pretty fast, which is nice. It saves a lot of time. I really love using the Instant Pot for meat soup because it cooks the meat really fast, which is really great when you're short on time. So I'm gonna just see if this is ready. Almost. I'll let that get started. So I'm gonna sear the beef in batches. And my goal here is to get some color on the meat. Now it doesn't have to be color all over the meat. I'm just gonna try to get some dark color on at least one side of the meat, and then once that is done, I'm gonna put it out and put it in this bowl for later. Before I continue, I forgot to season my beef. So I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on the meat while it's cooking. Season the rest of my meat here. All right, so that was the salt, and I'm gonna put some pepper on too. All right, so the meat is actually ready to take out of the pot. Now, I use avocado oil, which is a neutral oil, and the neutral oil is really good for high heat cooking. It's less likely to burn. Okay, so I got all the meat out of the pot. You can see that some of it is nice and dark. So I'm gonna set that aside for later. And then the next thing I'm going to add is my onion, and I'm gonna, ooh, it is still popping in there. I'm gonna turn it back on though. And I'm actually hitting the saute function in the lower corner here. So I'm gonna add in my onion. These are sliced, maybe like 1/2-inch slices or so. And I'm just gonna add those right in. All right, the onions are finished. I'm also scraping up the bits of meat from the bottom of the pan that got dark. And the onion's letting out a lot of juice, which is really nice. Smells really good. Okay, so the next thing I'm adding is the carrots. And these are cut kind of diagonal. And I like them kind of large, but you can cut them however you like. I think it makes for a heartier soup that way. Okay, I'm going to stir those around. Those cook for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add the garlic. And I'm also going to add a pinch of salt. And stir that in. Okay, so after that cooks for a minute, I'm going to add the paprika and the tomato paste, which are right here. And this is 2 tablespoons of paprika. And I'm going to squeeze in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And stir that in. All right, so I'm going to turn the Instant Pot off. That just hits cancel. And I'm going to start building up the rest of the soup. So I'm going to add in the cabbage. Now this is chopped cabbage that I've chopped into like maybe 3/4 inch or 1 inch slices. It's very flexible. I'm just going to dump that all in. It looks like a lot, but it will cook down. I'm going to add in the crushed tomatoes. This is I think it's a 28-ounce can. Yes. So I'm going to pour that in. One of my tricks is add a little liquid to your can and get all the last bits out. You swirl it around and pour the rest of that in. Okay. Now I'm going to add the beef stock. This is 4 cups that I'm adding. And then I'm going to add in just the final ingredients here. I'm going to add in the lemon juice. This is a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. This is what gives it that sweet and sour flavor. So a lemon juice, and then I'm going to add the brown sugar, which gives it the sweetness. This is a 1/4 cup as well. And I'm going to add in a bay leaf here. Bay leaf. Okay. And stir this all in. And last but not least is the meat that we browned at the beginning. Put that in. And stir that all together. It is a very full pot of soup, and it's very exciting. And then I'm going to show you how to pressure cook it. So I'm going to just get this all mixed and get the lid on. And I'm going to turn it on. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I have there's a vent in the back here. I'm going to change the vent to sealed so that it locks all the steam in and builds pressure, I'm going to turn it on to pressure cook. And this version of the Instant Pot actually has a meat stew setting, so I'm going to use that. And it is going to take 35 minutes to build up pressure and cook the meat soup. And it'll start by itself. And it's cooking. Okay, the soup has finished in the pressure cooker. It cooked for 35 minutes. Here is the final result. And you can serve it with egg noodles if you'd like, or rice, or other types of noodles. It's really delicious, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much.
Kola masim baruchum farach befikon neshama gadlo vetuvo male olam da'at tutfuna sova